Throughout my career as a bartender, I worked with all kinds of people and I served and waited on all kinds of customers. And one thing I learned is there are many different personalities in this world, and we get along better when we know how to handle all the different varieties of personalities. So the more psychology you know for yourself and for your customer, it'll make everyone happy. So I have a technique, a formula that I use to handle dissatisfied customers. So if somebody has a complaint and it's something you can correct or fix, that is really easy. Just do it. But if they have a complaint that you don't have any control over, or something that you can't correct or you can't fix or you don't have, then you want to learn how to make the customer happy without giving them what they want. And this is a people skill. This is a good technique to have. And in a way, it's child psychology. So I created the formula. I guess I'll say I created it. It kind of developed over time through experimentation, and sometimes not working, but I've perfected it now. So the steps are, the first thing you want to do is empathize with the customer. Then you want to explain, give a logical explanation, and then put a quick end to it. So in business courses, I don't know if they're still doing that, but they used to teach you, if somebody has a complaint, let them vent. No, 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 especially not drunk people. We don't let drunk people vent, they get more angry. What I realized in analyzing that, why would you let someone vent? What are they looking for? Well, I figured it out, because when I call one of my friends and I need to vent, really what I'm looking for is sympathy. So as soon as my friend empathizes with me, I feel better. So what I learned with my customers is when they feel the need to vent or they're complaining about something, and the truth of the matter is it's usually something very petty and inconsequential, but they want their way in that moment, so it's important to them at that time. So I listen, but I immediately empathize with them by apologizing. I'm sorry this happened. I understand you're upset. Oh my goodness, let me try to help you. So I'm empathizing. I'm making them feel that I care. And I really do, because I don't want to lose customers. I want to make my customers happy. They're my guests. And then I give a logical explanation. And how I learned that one is, even with myself, if somebody tells me no, I want to know why. Why can't I have that? Why are you saying you can't do that for me right now? And as soon as somebody gives me a logical explanation, I'm fine. But if they don't, it nags at me. And I learned this by watching the behavior of little children. So I've seen the mother in the grocery store, the little kid screaming and crying, and she says, you can't have more candy. Why? No, because I'm the mommy. No, I said so. Well, that's not a logical explanation to the child, so they keep crying. But if the mother would say something like, oh, they ran out of candy, they don't have any more candy, to a kid that's logical. There is no more. So I can cry and scream all I want, but I'm still not going to get my way. So then they move on to the next thing. So with my customers and with myself, I've found that it works, probably with all of us, if we're refused or rejected, at least if there's a logical explanation. Have you ever had someone break up with you and say, it's not you, it's me? And they're trying to soften the blow with a logical explanation? I just have problems. Well, that helps heal the blow. It helps a little bit. So it's kind of the same idea. It's just a gentle way of refusing someone and telling them I can't give you what you want right now. And then put a quick end to it. And you should be able to, because using these steps, it really works. So at that point, the customer got a logical explanation, they got their empathy, there's no reason to complain anymore, because the truth is we have lots of choices, lots of places to sit, lots of ways to satisfy the customer or distract them like we would a kid. So empathize, explain, and put a quick end to it. And if you really feel like the customer's still not satisfied, ask another employee to help before you get a manager involved. And the reason for that is, as a manager, I don't want to show up be in between a customer and an employee, because the customer's always right, right? No, they're not always right. I don't want to disrespect my employee, any of my staff members to satisfy a spoiled, bratty customer. But on the other hand, I don't want to lose a customer. And so maybe the customer is right in their complaint, but we just can't fix it for them at this time. So now they take it out on the employee. So I don't want to be in the middle of that kind of situation. I don't want to disrespect the employee, and I don't want to dissatisfy the customer. So if two employees have tried to help the customer and I show up, now it's going to be more like, we've tried to help you, and now I'm going to try to help you. And now the customer feels like, okay, we're all trying to help you. The other reason is, as an employee, I don't want to put my manager in that position, because if they do take the side of the customer, because usually at this point the customer is telling the manager, I have a bad attitude. They want to blame somebody, and it's the person who's tried to help them. Or maybe at that point I've just lost my patience with them, which I should try not to do, but it happens. We're humans. So we've got to, in the corporate world, we've tried to come up with these techniques that would work for a robot. But the truth is, we're all humans, we all have feelings, and so we really want to do it in a way that works, that's effective. And so I've found that these ways are the best way to do it. So empathize, explain, and if you can't fix it, get another employee involved, have the other employee try to help them. Maybe the other employee will satisfy them, and now we don't even have to get the manager involved. So remember that technique. Try to use it on your friends. If somebody's complaining about something, let it become a habit, that you become a more empathetic person, that you always sympathize with the person who's having a bad day or a problem. And then it really works behind the bar, and it's vital to being a bartender. It's necessary. You have to do it.